Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ryan, would you lead us in prayer?
Heavenly Father, we come to you today and thank you for the food that we have eaten and the fellowship that we have shared. We pray your guidance upon us as a club and all the things we do that may be for the good of our community. We pray this in your son's name. Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Nelson.
Okay, we're going to try a new song today, and one of the reasons for trying it today is so we'll be ready for the coach next week. We're going to have Coach Keith here next week, and so we've got good backup singers here. So they're not going to try to play it because they say that they play different, in the jazz band they play different instruments than they do in the regular band. But anyway, they are going to give us some backup singing. Now this is to the tune of On Wisconsin. So let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Onward pioneers, fight, 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 we say. We are out for victory, we must have blood today. Rah, 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 we always win, boys, we never lose, boys, never will say die. And this game is over, we'll have BSCCO Part 1. Okay, let's go. One more time. Pioneers, onward pioneers, fight, 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 we say. We all are out for victory, we must have blood today. Rock, 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 we always win, boys, we never lose, boys, never will say die. And when this game is over, we'll have BSCCO Part 1.
Glad we sang that song.
He looks like it better than that back in his day.
I don't see any club anniversaries or wedding anniversaries, but I do see that Alicia and Matt Martin have birthdays this coming week, so let's wish them both a happy birthday. Happy birthday.
All right.
Dictionaries. I understand that they've all almost been picked up. We still have the Midland dictionaries, and Debbie Fraser has said she would come and help deliver those. Everyone else that's picked them up, if you would make sure we get them delivered to the schools before they let out in May. Otherwise, we've got problems with our grant money. Remember, community awards nominations are open right now for Making a Difference Service Award, Doctor, Nurse, Caregiver Award, Outstanding Community Service Award, Educator of the Year, and Role Model of the Year. Please make some nominations and give us some quality people to consider. Remember, May 19 is the district bike ride. We are hosting that district event here in Batesville. If you want to help out with that, we'd love to have you volunteer. We will be going to the district event this Friday and Saturday, and we'll have a table there and signing up people to participate in the bike ride, including sponsoring a mile of the bike ride. So that's something that will be happening here in Batesville. And remember, the art sale will be happening sometime in June. Any other announcements anyone have? Okay. Ron, did you want to say something? Sergeant at Arms? No jokes or anything? Okay, good. Amanda, Secretary of Report.
We have a couple of visitors with us today. It looks like we have a couple students from Batesville High School. If you guys would mind standing and introduce yourselves to us.
My name is Jake Ward, and this is Callie Connors. We are both seniors.
Welcome. And Kurt, do you have a guest with you today?
I do. I'm pleased to have with you today Monty Hill, band director at Lyon College. They have a concert coming up on April 27th, which is a Friday, an evening at 7:30. Salute to America. If you have not yet attended a Lyon College band concert, you are missing a treat. I encourage you to come out and see it.
Great.
Stacy, if you can raise your hand. She's the Director of Worship and Arts at First United Methodist Church, and she likes to play the trumpet.
Welcome. That's all I have today.
You may have received your invoices, and we had invoice mailings that happened pretty close in time together, so that wasn't a mistake. Those were two separate invoices, so if you haven't paid, the last invoice probably went out 2 weeks ago or so. Please pay that if you can. Ryan, did you want to say anything about membership? Okay. Micah Beard was supposed to be our door greeter today. If you see Micah, tell him we missed him. Blade is up next week. Any other announcements? Not Mike, you want to introduce our speaker or our program today?
Well, it's my privilege to have our Batesville Jazz Band and the director, Mr. Josh Poff. And I would tell you, Mr. Poff is a go-getter. He did his work at Arkansas State University. He student taught with Carrollville. Mr. Bill's telling me it's one of the best bands in the state, marching bands in the state. And then he was in Cave City for a year, and we just recognized talent, and we said, we got to have him. And so we brought him on board, and he's coming back home. He grew up in Batesville as a pioneer, and he's a go-getter, because let me tell you, the first time I met him, it cost me about $110,000. I think he was fighting for his kids to get some instruments and equipment. The second time I met him, we got an 18-wheeler that's all wrapped and all that. The third time I met him, we had stands and a band platform that run about $3,000. So I was like, this guy is doing it. He is getting it together. But he fights for the kids, and Mr. Pop, we appreciate you putting the students first. His numbers and the band are just growing by leaps and bounds. We're going to have 6th grade up into the junior high next year. So our students will have another year of music that we've not had before, and he is all over it. So, Mr. Pop, do you want to say a few things?
Yeah. First of all, thank you guys again for having us today. We're super excited to be playing for this. And just to talk a little bit about the program, our high school band right now has about 90 kids in it. Next year we'll be pushing 130. And the numbers continue to climb. Our 7th graders right now have almost 80 kids. We've already recruited over 100 with another recruitment more to do for 6th and 7th grade band next year. So with almost 300 kids in our program right now, we're looking at close to 500 within the next year or 2 years. And we're excited to see that growing and being a part of this community and a big part of the school. So thank you again for having us. This is the Batesville High School Jazz Band. It is made up of 9th through 12th graders. These kids practice about once a week on a Tuesday afternoon for an hour. We don't have a class for them, and so they work really hard. Occasionally I have to provide them with food and bring them in on a Saturday to practice, but that's not too bad either. So we're going to tune real quick, and then we'll take it away. Zach's to play I'm going to let some of these kids introduce themselves, but first of all, that song was featuring, we had Amanda Zeller on tenor sax, Brandon Paz on trombone, Zach Williams on trumpet, Colby Hoggard on guitar, I won't forget you this concert, Lance Edgen on bass, and Efren Perez on drum set. I'm going to let these kids introduce themselves and talk about them for a minute, so we'll start with Miss Raven.
Hi, my name is Raven Goodwin, and I'm in 9th grade, and my grandmother is the superintendent of Brinkley High School, and my grandfather is a preacher at South Baptist.
Hello, I'm Amanda Zeller. My mother is a substitute teacher for the Batesville School District, and my father is a retired veteran.
Hi, I'm Brianna Cowell. I'm in the 9th grade. My dad is the medical administrator at a prison in Newport, and my mom is an APRN, or a doctor, at Charlotte Urgent Care here in Batesville.
My name is Jonathan Clark. I am in the 11th grade, and my father is he's a higher up in the computer information systems room at the hospital, and my mom is the chemistry supervisor in the lab.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Mulkey. My mom's a home health aide, and my dad works from home.
Hi, my name is Kevin Breezemaster. My mom is a RN nurse, and my dad is a stay-home dad.
That first song is a fun one called The Chicken. Next, we're playing At Last, featuring senior Kaylin Cox vocal.
My Lord,
I'm Nick Ackland, and I'm a sophomore, and my mom works at O&P and is a supervisor.
I am Matthew West. I'm in 11th grade. My mom is a school nurse at Batesville High School, and my dad is a preacher, and he's also the office manager at MCS.
Hello, I'm Hayden Collins. I'm currently a freshman in 9th grade. I should be moving on, I hope so. My mother works at Stage, and my father is working around the hospital, I hope.
Hello, my name is Brandon Paz. I'm in 10th grade, and both my parents work at Pico.
I'm Zach Williams. I'm a junior at Batesville High School. My mom, she actually works for the homeless service program at Batesville School Districts, and my father works for the railroad.
I'm Kaylin Cox. I'm a senior this year, and my mom works in catering. She's helping you guys today. And my dad is the pastor at Batesville First Assembly.
I'm Ethan Graves. I'm a 9th grader, and my dad is a pastor at Compass Church. My mom is a graphic designer at First Community Bank.
I'm Brendan Dickey. I'm a freshman in Batesville Junior High. My mom is a resourcer at Approved Home Health, and my dad works IT at First Community.
And he has the best aunt ever.
Geez, you didn't shout her out at all, did you?
No more Christmas presents.
That was also featuring, again, Amanda Zeller on tenor sax. Next song we're going to play is Little Dog.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh my God.
Sorry, folks, we'll be with you in 1 second. Did you press the button on this fancy cable?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's obvious. Here, unplug the cable.
Monty, I'll buy you a new amp if it's that issue.
Hey, don't be confused with me.
Take the power cord. Plug in.
There we go.
There we go. This cable.
Okay. Oh, I turn it off.
That was featuring Kayla Cox on trumpet and Jonathan Clark on alto saxophone. We'll let this rhythm section back here introduce themselves.
My name is Colby Hoggart, and my mother is the director of the new Compass Church Daycare, and my father is the quality manager at Intimidator.
My name is Brian Briesmeister, and I'm a junior. And my parents do the same thing as him down there. He's my brother. I'm Lance Sedgen. My mom is a nurse in the oncology clinic, and my dad cleans out foreclosed homes.
Where you at?
My name is Efren Perez. I'm a senior at the Batesville High School. My dad is a welder. He works for Zach Willard. And my mom is a secretary at Hispanic Church.
I just wanted to take an opportunity to brag on these kids. I have the best job in the world because band kids like band. They want to be in band. And I get the best of them because these kids are multi-talented and succeed in every opportunity they get to. Just to ask a few questions, how many of you have been or are currently involved with other things with our school, whether it be athletics, clubs, more than 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Vanessa, holy cow, 7? How many of you are currently taking or plan to take next year pre-AP or AP classes? How many of you are in college classes currently or will be taking them in the next year? And how many of you will have college credits when you graduate? A big portion. These kids work their tail end off. And in the fall, I spend more time with them than I do at home. If you've ever seen any part of our marching band, we compete. We're playing at Friday night games all the time and doing things in the community. I rarely go home. I'm stuck with them. Sometimes, most of the time, it's a blessing. You know, these kids are fantastic, and the fact that we get to do stuff like this and play for you guys, it's always a treat. So thank you again for having us. This last song we're going to play is Do Nothing Till You Hear From Me. And again, it's featuring Miss Kaylin Cox.
Pay no attention to what's said.
thank you guys so much again for having us, Dr. Hester for inviting us, and we always enjoy playing stuff like this and getting out of school and having the opportunity to go gig. So if you have any opportunities for us to come play, please send me an email, and we'd love to come out and do what we can. So thank you again. Have a good day.
Have another round of applause. And Mr. Pop, was it?
Yes.
If you would pick our winning ticket, unless you bought a raffle ticket.
I did.
Okay, well, if you pick the winning ticket for us.
This one.
231-9107. We're just having one of my originals. And I just want to remind everybody that we video all of our meetings and then we post them on Facebook. And I was live on Facebook a while ago, so you can go back and watch yourselves.
Oh, good deal. Right next to what you
Right now, out there.
1 to 12 all that, right?
It's down there.
Okay, good. Thank you to the Batesville High School Jazz Band. We are participating in the literacy program, so we'll donate a book to the local library in your honor for playing for us today. Any other announcements from the club or community? If not, we'll end with the 4-way test. Number 1. Is it the truth? Number 2.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Number 3.
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
And number 4.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you all.